And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is Thursday. It is awesome and amazing here, and you are awesome and amazing too. No, trust me. Trust me on this. You might think otherwise, but no, you are in fact awesome and amazing. Hey, let's get into some Minecraft because that's going to be all the fun and excitement we've got going on here today. Because I'm going to try to get this kelp farm going. We did the flying machine on Tuesday, so that's awesome. Now it is time to it's time to get the water in. This is going to be a pain, but I'm sure it'll totally be fine and stuff. So let us begin our watery adventures, and hopefully this won't be too painful. I mean, really. How hard can it be? All right, so first thing I want to do is let's get... So I marked out on Tuesday the top of where the water is going to be, right? The water is going to be on top of where those bricks are. They're going up the side. So I'm going to need to get some stuff so we can lay out some water here. So let's start... how do I want to start this? Let's start by getting some dirt. I think that's going to be plan A, because there's no possible way I'm going to screw this up in any way, shape, or form. So, yeah, we'll grab some dirt. And, let's see, I don't know if there's anything else I need to worry about right now. So, free up that extra inventory slot because, you know, I know me. And my inventory is always a hot mess, so... Ow. I thought I landed better than that, but also apparently not. So, the way this is going to work is let's get this in place, okay? I really am going to have to just place some dirt all the way across here, I think. I mean, maybe. Okay, actually, this is in the wrong spot. This is why I'm starting it down on the bottom. So we're going to come from here. Okay. Right, bring this dirt out this way. This is what... Well, basically, the water... I'm going to be taking this dirt out so the water will then flow down. But... And this is the crazy part here is, oh, darn it, to pay attention where I've got the stuff marked out. But anyway, we got things going on. So what I'm going to have to do is be sure that the water all flows off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, I think what I want to do, I want to shorten this up this way. So we'll bring this down like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's pop these off here. I know I was sort of thinking I wanted to have things a little higher for most of this, but I think this is going to be a little bit better for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think this is going to be better overall. So let's go ahead and clean this part up. Extend this out. I really should go down and pick up that dirt, but guess who's not doing that? Yep, that will be me. I am 100% not doing that because that would involve work. And I don't know about you all, but the selectively lazy part of my mind here is saying, you know what? I'm not going to do that. So, that'll show future me when I end up being short on dirt. Yeah, that's totally how this is going to work. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, okay, well, I'm just going to free cam to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It should be fine. It'll be fine. Everything will be great. It'll be wonderful and stuff. Probably. I mean, 8's going to be fine. 8 is definitely going to be fine. I'm not worried about that. It's just... I was sort of thinking it might be good if they were 7 apart. But if I go 7 all the way down, that lower one's going to have to go down sooner, and I don't want that, so. All right. So this basically is where all of this is going to have to go. So I'm going to have to pave the planet here and make that happen, okay? Because of, you know, things. All right, do I have torches? I do have torches. Good, because I'm going to need them. All right, so let's go ahead and spread out some dirt. So the master plan here is I'm going to lay all of this dirt out. These are all temp blocks, okay? This is all temporary and also apparently all dark. You know what might be I don't know if it's easy or not. Oh, speaking of being easy, my eyes are burning. I was feeling the onset of an allergy attack just before stream started. So I went and grabbed an allergy pill, which I was hoping was going to actually do some good for me before before I have a sneezing fit. That would be the hope and dream. Okay? I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I typically do not dream of having sneezing fits. This is one of those things. I'm more than happy to not have sneezing fits. Okay? And not have to blow my nose more and all of that. This is, in fact, one of my dreams. I'm a man of simple needs, and not sneezing and stuff is just one of those simple needs. So, I don't know what your simple needs are, but hopefully just hanging out and chilling here at Music Free Gaming is going to be one of them. Or at least fulfill one of your needs for something. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. We are getting all of this in place. So that's the hope. Okay, sorry. Hey, this is going ever. I'm going to have more dirt and stop for my nose. But I'm sure that's fine. So yeah, so the way this is going to work. Actually, you know what? I am going to have to stop blowing my nose. Excuse me. Uno momento, por favor. Okay, hey, you know what's really cool about blowing one's nose is muting the mic so you can't hear it. Also cool about it is remembering to unmute the mic when you're done. Because I had just told a really funny joke and nobody heard it. So can we all just pretend like that was really funny? Go ahead and just, you know, laugh quietly to yourself or guffaw loudly. That's okay too. As I now realize I have done silly things because I can't breathe because the stupid freaking trees. Anyway, it's okay. We're fine. Everything's fine and dandy and stuff. Let's see what I've got in the way of dirt. I might have to... Well, that's not helpful. Sand isn't helpful either, and I need something quick to break, so we're going to interrupt this project for a quick trip back to the Badlands, where I'm sure I've got stuff. Okay. I think, I'm fairly certain I've got lots of dirt back there, so, well, we shall see. Meanwhile, as I'm flying... yeah, there's all sorts of good stuff on YouTube shopping that you should go look at. So maybe it's linked below the video. I don't know. YouTube is a mystery wrapped in an enigma, stashed in a government cover-up and buried under a rock in somebody's backyard. It can be really awesome, though. All right, so yeah, things do get a little bit laggy because of Voxy. They get a little laggy when I go through portals and stuff, is it then has to reload all of the chunks and the things, and the chunks and things. All right, so let's see. Do I have... Is that it? That is it. Well, that's not ideal. Put that stone in there. Wow, I don't have a lot of dirt. Okay. Yeah, that's not fabulous. Let me go see if maybe I have some more dirt over here. I do have some moss. Moss would work. Moss would totally work. I've got a hoe. Yeah. Okay, let's... First off, let's see if I have shulker boxes full of moss up here. Yes, okay. We'll bring the moss. Hopefully I don't need more than that. If I do, I've got some down at the moss farm, I think, but... Well, I'd rather not have to go through that process. I mean, it's all packed up in a barrel. I don't think I have that system feeding shulkers. I should. It would be really convenient, but actually it would be really convenient too for me in the not too distant future would be to run that and capture seeds. Because I'm going to be planting a bunch of wheat farms here in the not too distant future because I want to generate hay bales. So we're going to have farmers harvesting wheat and probably have that wheat picked up by allays. It's going to be great. But I'm going to need a lot of seeds. This is huge. Okay. No, it's going to be fine. See, there's a reason I don't build mega bases, and I'm sure I remember what it is. Yeah. Okay, in the meantime, let's get up here, finish placing our dirt of dirtiness. And then, yeah, I'll switch to moss then for the rest of this. And hope I have enough. Said, if not, we'll be making another trip, but that's fine. Okay. Again, Moss is insta-mine with a hoe even without the haste beacon, so it'll be great. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. Yep, I did go full Hanson. Sorry, I didn't mean to go full Hanson on you. That's just, I had bop on the brain, and this is what happens. Sometimes you end up with bop on the brain, and I can't stop it. Okay, doesn't help that I was listening to an analysis of that song on a YouTube channel, music and the intricacies of voice and vocal stuff and all that stuff. I don't watch all the videos that she does. Actually, a lot of them I skip because she'll dive into metal, and I don't like metal. Elizabeth will do said vocal analysis of metal, of other things, and it's great. The other things. But I guess she's a little bit of a metalhead, despite having been an opera singer at some point in her life. And a fairly good one, as far as I can tell. I am by no means an expert at analyzing vocal technique. Okay, some of you might be, but I am not. But I didn't hear her a lot go crazy. She was the one performance I watched of hers from, I guess it was several years ago. It was an opera competition or something like that. But, she seemed to do a good job, so, But anyway, it's a fun channel, a charismatic voice. She'll dive into. She prefers to look at the live performances of songs when she can. But if she can't, then she'll go into other things. But yes, very recently it was Hanson's Bop. Bop. Yep, that's the one. You know it. It's in your head now. You can't stop it. It's just one of those brainwormy songs. Man, you ever stop and think about those songs that are really brainworms for you? Like, seriously, these are the songs that all someone has to do is say the title or just hum a bar or something of it, and it's just in your head forever. There are a few of those. There was one, it drove me nuts because I didn't want it stuck in my head, and I didn't have a choice in the matter, which is how these things work. The song, I don't know what the official title of the song is. Good Night, Sweetheart, I think. I don't even know who was the original singer. Okay. Oops, this one. There we go. But I remember the song from the movie Three Men and a Baby, which starred Ted Danson and Tom Selleck, and I forgot who the third guy was in that movie. But they sing that song to put the baby to sleep. And I woke up every morning for a decade, probably longer, with that song in my head. Okay. It was really, really annoying. Okay. And it's not a bad song. It's not. But holy cow, I did not want that in my personal mental radio every freaking morning. Fortunately, that stopped a couple of years ago. But, yeah, a little bit more than that now, 5 or 6. But, wowzers, man, that was bad. But there are definitely some songs that, man, just once they're in, it just takes almost nothing to get them popping through my wee little mind. If you have some, let me know, because if there's one thing that's good about earworms, it's sharing them and having them stuck in other people's heads. You know, there are a couple that it's like, what's the song? My Favorite Things that Julie Andrews sings in, what's it? The Sound of Music. That's one it's obviously it's catchy in its own right, but that's one that drops into my wife's head all the time. Or there are a couple of hymns that do that too. Which fortunately I can't remember what they are at the moment, but all right. Well, let me just get this all in place and then I'll clean up my mistakes. Oh, it might actually have enough dirt. I don't need the moss. It's going to be close. Very, very close. Okay, and that's fine. I can do the thing. All right, so we'll get this all placed. It'll be good. Let's see what else is going on today. I don't know. Something else is probably going on. Oh, while I'm thinking about it. So this weekend, actually, there's a couple of fun things going on. Obviously, it's Easter, right? Easter is Sunday. But aside from that, this weekend is also the annual General Conference of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which I will be watching. But the first session starts at 10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time on Saturday. Well, I tend to be streaming about then, so I'm going to be stopping stream early on Saturday so that I can watch, if possible. And it's going to depend on when I get up and potentially how long it takes for me to record my podcast that morning. I might start stream a little bit early on Saturday morning. If so, awesome. If not, be here at 7:30. So, but whatever happens, if you turn on notifications or something on YouTube, or on Twitch, or it'll let you know when I'm live, and just sort of be somewhat prepared if you drop in at 7:30 and I've already been live for a little bit. And it won't be for much earlier, probably like 7 instead of 7:30. Yep, it's going to be fun. We're playing Breath of the Wild Saturday morning, and I think we're going to try to get to the next Divine Beast, so that's going to be fun. And I'm out of dirt. Okay. I was going to say, where did I put the moss? Okay, that should be fine. That should be enough. Okay. Yeah, we'll just take out the moss with a hoe. It'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, I know it's a little bit annoying to have to put this in just to take it out again, but it's going to make dealing with the dealing with the water a lot easier, I think. I've also now realized I've probably made 2 mistakes here. And because I need to put source blocks in each of these before I put signs in, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. I brought ice, but aside from not having enough ice to go around, breaking ice and having it turn into water doesn't happen if there's no water underneath it. So that's cool. Okay, so we'll figure this out. I will have infinite water sources nearby, so it shouldn't be too bad, but at least that's the plan. The plan is for it to not be too bad. Okay. Will it be? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Everything is going to be fine. We're building it on vibes, and I'm sure the vibes are never wrong. Right? That's how that works. The vibes are never wrong. Right? I think. Maybe? I guess we'll find out. But first, let's go ahead and get all of this going. I suppose what I should get too is a non-silk touch pickaxe, because I think I'm going to be placing some water down or some ice down to get my water started. And having an efficiency tool to break the ice is going to be handy. Okay. All right, so this is all going to have to come out to here. Yeah. Well, that's not at all what I had in mind. Not even a little bit. Okay. Okay. No, we're gonna be okay. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. So let's go ahead and get all of this going. Okay. So we'll get here, and then I need to worry about the next step, which honestly probably should be... No, I don't have to worry about ice here. There's going to be water there, so I do need to... I do need to get some signs and... Yeah, and fill in on top of the sea lanterns. Which... Yeah. I'll just put some stone in there. I'm going to have to go get some more stone bricks, but... That's fine. They're down here. We'll get them. Let me see if I have some already crafted up first. That's the wood. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Yep. We need the stone, or at least we need to fill this in so that items, when they hit the edge here, they don't go flying down and getting stuck on top of the sea lanterns. That would be awkward. All right, so that's cool. All right, so let's drop this off, and now we are going to have to do all sorts of craziness. So step one, we're done with that. Let's just take a few just to be on the safe side. All right. Now, I think I'm done with the moss. Keep a little bit just in case I do have to place something there. All right, now we're going to need to get some wood. Also, I need to go get buckets. Okay. Because I don't think I have any down here. Okay. Yeah, some water buckets would be handy. All right, but first, okay, we need some sticks. All right, let's craft signs. Sadly, signs take forever, so that's not ideal. Or more to the point, they take up a lot of room. Speaking of taking up room, let's go get those buckets I was talking about a minute ago, because we're going to need them. All right, so let's see. They should be here in the iron chest. Okay, there's... I'll craft a couple of new ones. 6, I think, is how that's going to work. I need to leave those other ones there for the sorting. Okay. Awesome. All right, so now, whoops, missed. That's fine. Yeah, this one. This one, I've got some ice. Oh. Well, that's less helpful than it could have been. Hang on. Hang on. I don't want to lose that. That would be bad, but let's get out the rest of the tools that I'm going to need here, because otherwise this is going to be really silly. Okay. Just put that wood down for a minute. All right. Let's get the sparkle pick, because that's going to make dealing with the ice a little bit easier. All right. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, we need a lot of ice here. Oh, right. I don't even have a trap door on me, do I? What's up here? Something I can... Yeah, let me go see if I have a trap door, so that I can enter fly mode in there. I really... That's one of those features I kind of wish was just a regular Minecraft feature. Would be the ability to crawl. It's like, nope, I need to get into fly mode. Let me just do the thing, okay? All right. So. All right, so this goes. What else? Oh, huh. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I don't have any other dirt, so I guess we'll just fill it in with moss, I suppose. All right. So now that we're back here, okay. Let's get this ice in place. Okay, because I think the first thing I have to do, if I'm, I think, that's not the right thing. I think the first thing I have to do is get this water flowing. Okay. Sorry, I know, here, I'll turn on the gamma. It's going to be dark because, yeah, reasons. So, yeah, see, we're going to get water. So let's break all of this. So we get ourselves some nice infinite water sources going on here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And now we have water. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to get back up there eventually. But let's get some more ice in place. Now, hopefully I've got enough. I tried to, I spent some time yesterday while I was uploading clips and stuff and doing some other things. I was also AFKing my ice farm, which is tiny. Okay, I have a tiny ice farm. But I think it was enough I got enough ice to make this simple. Okay. So I can do this with water buckets, but ice blocks is just a lot easier, so hopefully this will just work. This one. Also, I ended up digging up a bunch of ice because there's an ice spikes biome not far from spawn. And so I went behind the hill where it wasn't really visible and dug up a bunch from there too. Because there got to be a point where I just couldn't wait for the ice to form anymore because I was tired and wanted to go to bed. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, this should all float. Now, here's where things are going to get silly. Right? I need... Oh, right. Hang on. I need a... Stop. Okay. I need a tweak here. There is a sign tweak. Yes. I don't need the sign copy. I need... Let's see. Sign. I believe it's eat. Disable sign GUI true. Okay. What that does, it's really simple. It just lets me place the signs down without popping into the GUI. Hey, how's it going there, Fox? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Yep, and all of our musiclessness. Hi. Okay, yep, all of that stopped. It did. Okay, cool. All right, other than the fact I've made a big mess down here, everything's fine. I expect that mess is going to happen again, but it's okay. Now, here's where things are going to get a little bit tough to deal with, I think. What I'm going to need to do... Oh, I need so many signs. Yes. I think I can do this way. So let's get signs and a shovel. All right, so what I need to do is break that. Okay. Yes. Yes, but also no. Oh, this could be a problem. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, but basically this is what I need to do. I need to replace all of these dirt blocks and stuff with signs. So, and water sources. So, yeah. This is going to take a hot minute. Right, and then signs. Okay. So what would be the fastest way of doing this? Now that the water's flowing, I suppose the fastest way would be to take out all the blocks. Okay, and then we'll... Oh, look, glow squid. That's actually not a bad thing. The fact that I've got glow squid spawning up here is actually a good thing. Because what it means is I'm going to have a fairly slow but passive farm. So that's great. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all of these signs in. And I've got an extra layer of dirt, unfortunately, underneath all of those, so. Okay, now. What I'm not seeing, hang on, I need a free cam. Yeah, those are not. Water soluble is not the word I'm looking for. I don't have water sources there, so we're going to have to solve that problem now. Okay. Okay, I think this is going to work. Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to take forever. But yeah, having glow squid spawn here is going to be really handy. Because it would be nice to have a glow ink farm. I like glow ink. I don't use it often enough, I think, so. And partly because glow squid are just a pain to deal with, so. So what I'm going to have to do... Don't know what I'm going to have to do. Hopefully, the glow squid will push down. Maybe if I put some stuff. Something. Words. Magma blocks. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. If I put magma blocks down at the bottom where the water channels down there are going to be, that should end up slaying the squid. We should be okay. All right, I can live with that. I know, words are hard. This is why I was a math major, because words are just hard. Where's my spoon? There it is. Okay. One shovel. Here we go. We got it. Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit of a long process. And of course, I've got this extra layer of dirt under here, which is not ideal, but it's okay. No, I'm not. I'll do the dirt or the signs all from the same side. It'll be fine. Okay. You called your waffles pancakes and... Oh, called your waffles... Waffles, pancakes, bagels, and mozzarella. Okay. I'm not entirely sure where that was going, but okay. You know, this might have been easier to do the water sources and then do the signs. I think I'll do that on the next row. We'll get this figured out. Okay. Because I think... Okay, oh, come here. Give me the other water bucket here. Yeah, because I think... Yeah, it will infinite on me, so... Okay. Which is good. That's what I'm looking for. Is... We need all the infinite water sources, right? Because these all need to be source blocks. And it's going to be source blocks going all the way down. But that is going to be a problem for kelp. Okay. I think I need to free cam this. Is this all? Why do I feel like this isn't waterlogged? No, it says it's waterlogged. That. Okay, I'm washing downstream, but these all waterlogged? It claims they're waterlogged. Okay. Well, that's good. They're supposed to be, so cool. All right, I'm going to need some more signs, so let's go down and get those. Oh yeah, this is going to be tedious. Okay, there is just going to be so much tedium here. Also, I probably shouldn't be using the pale oak for this, but it's okay. I'm sure it's fine. Also, I guess I can put that ice away now, too. Ice. There we go. Goodbye, ice. You are not needed in my inventory. Okay. We'll hang on to the trapdoors just in case. All right. So, I now need all the signs in the world. That's not them. All right. The reason I was thinking I should have used jungle is I can farm the jungle. They grow bigger trees. But, because I'd really prefer these all to be the same color. Does it matter? No, not really. Oh, actually, you know what I think is going to happen? If I break this block, okay, waterlog it, okay, put a sign here, right? Whoa, okay. But if I put another sign, right, is that sign waterlogged? No. Okay. I'm hoping, we'll see it, but I'm hoping. Oops, shovel is not the same thing. Woohoo! Okay, yep, swim mode is cool. I'm hoping I can start triggering some infinite water sources here. Okay. At least, right, that's the hope and dream here. Okay. Right. And maybe if these if those actually do fill in all of the infinite water sources here. Yeah, that should be okay. Those ones aren't doing it. Okay, that's fine. Probably because there's a hole there. Okay, and that's okay. We'll deal with it. Okay, come on. Come on. We can. Let's. We can place the signs. It's okay. And I just need to be sure that those signs are all waterlogged. See, these signs need to be here to prevent kelp from growing up and breaking this water stream that's flowing down. Okay? That is what we in the industry call bad. Okay? I want to have all of this water stopped. Or, well, I want this top layer flowing so all of the water, you know, when the kelp grows, right, it grows up and then turns water sources, or turns water into infinite water sources. And that's, or into source blocks, I guess that might be the right way of putting it. Yeah, okay. Because, again, words are hard and I can't say the words. But if I can get this all placed, break the blocks out from under them, the water will flow down. Okay, right? And it will fill in all of the area below me, and that, you know, then the kelp will grow up and it'll be great. So I'm going to have to let the kelp grow all the way up, all the way throughout the farm once before I harvest it, which is going to be a little bit annoying, but maybe not that big a deal. The fact that I accidentally double layered this is now a good thing. But, yeah. Okay. So, in theory, we now have infinite water source. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I need these to be source blocks all the way down so that the items will flow all the way up and hit the top, this top layer of water that's flowing that way. Okay. So we are talking about a lot of kelp. And not a lot of signs. Jeez, this is going to take so many signs. But those are, unfortunately, the cheapest option I've got. Another option would be to use fence gates, but those are even more expensive. So we're going this way. Okay, and I do need some more sticks. And more signs. Okay, I think. All right, that's okay. There's a definite okayness happening there. All right, I hope this will be enough to finish off that top layer, but it may not be. But I'm definitely going to have to go get some more wood for signs, because this is going to take so much. It's going to take so many signs to get this completed. But I do like that I saw a squid spawn up here, so. Okay. Because glow squid would be great. Woo. All right, no, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Oh, suddenly I'm in swim mode, and now all of my things are breaking the wrong way. That's cool. All right. Water. All right, and now sign. See how that brick just went? That's what's going to happen with our kelp. It's going to float up to the top, end up hitting the top layer, and then washing down. But that's why I have to do it in this order, because otherwise it doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, because otherwise the water just wants to flow down and it doesn't want to flow out. So, yeah. Okay, so fill that in. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad, I think. This one I had to do from this side because of the, just because of the height of the roof. I think the rest of these are going to be easier. Maybe coming up from the back side of it, perhaps. I don't know. I'm kind of guessing here. Wow. Okay. I'll just fill it in. Okay. Yep. That's swimming. Swimming is good, but not what I had in mind. All right. That comes out. This comes out. Water source and a sign. Okay. All right. Again, all of those signs have to be waterlogged or the items will get stuck. So. All right. Get all of this backfilled here. Okay. Please fill my buckets. Thank you. All right. Signs are here. That last row is going to be a little bit of a pain, isn't it? Okay. And I need to fill in there. There. Okay. Those are waterlogged. Okay. That's what I needed. All right. And I'm going to have to make some more signs up before I can fill out that last row. Because this whole thing's about a stack across. Maybe 50-something blocks. I only have 32 signs, so yeah. Let's do something about that. All right, so we need that. All right. Let's craft some signs. Do I? Oh, I do have sticks. All right. That, I hope, is going to be enough. I desperately hope so. And then we're going to have to go probably spend a little bit of time chopping down some trees because I need signs coming down for another 4 layers. Okay. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Well, okay. Yeah. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but, you know. Okay. 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 Yep. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. We're back with that hunky-dory that you probably couldn't hear me talk about before because I was muted. Yep. Professional streamer. Okay, I'm not a professional streamer. I'm an amateur streamer. That way, you know, I could compete in the Olympics. Okay. Hi, I would like to fill... What am I not hitting here? Alright, hang on. This is not right here. Alright, so scoop of water. Okay. Nope, it's there now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. Everything's great here now, right? Absolutely. It's going to get those signs in, and then I'll figure out how to deal with the water. I'm just going to be filling in a lot of stuff by hand, I guess. Okay. We're getting there. I may want to breathe at some point, but, you know, where's the fun in that? That also needs to not be there. Okay. Yeah, remember that whole breathing thing I was not doing? Yep, that's the ticket. Okay. Okay, that's all going to fill in. And now we get this mess. Yeah, the lack of blocks under it might be a problem, so... So yeah, we could be doing lots of weird stuff here, so... Yeah, all the fun in the world. Absolutely. Alright. And that's how that's supposed to go. Cool. Yeah, all of those... all of that dirt's going to have to come out, but... I guess before we do that... Let's go see if I have enough... jungle logs. Probably don't. But let's find out. Let us find out. Okay. Also, maybe eat a carrot. I would really like to get all of this tested and flowing this way. You know, by the end of the stream, start getting kelp planted. That would be great. Okay. Dirt. Let's just go throw the dirt in there. Jungle. What do I have? Not much. Okay. All right. Well, apparently we're going to take a quick detour here to do jungle. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be great. Okay. So, let's get chopping, I guess. So I'm going to need many stacks of jungle wood here. So, oh, that's right. Is this a... Oh, no, it's a silk touch hoe. Okay, darn. I was sort of hoping it would be a fortune hoe, because that would make some of this a little bit easier, but because then I could fortune the leaves and maybe get a few more get a few more saplings out of it, but that's all right. It's not like I won't be able to use the leaves later, because I will. I have potentially some ideas, so yeah, we'll get to that. Anyway, let's see. What other fun things are going on? Not a lot. I've been watching Star Wars The Bad Batch. That's been a good show. I just finished watching The Clone Wars, which, again, also a good show. Okay. I'm really looking forward to watching Maul Shadow Lord when that debuts here. Is it Monday? Maybe Monday? Yeah, that'll be fun. I said some of the best Star Wars has been happening in animation, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that one. Yeah, because Maul gets to become an interesting character. Once they get past the somehow Maul returns stage, and they just hand wave it through the... He used the dark side of the Force to keep himself alive, despite missing, you know, the other half. And, you know, we're not even going to ask how his digestive system works these days. Okay. I'm sure there's a way. On the other hand, it did open him up for probably the sickest burn ever from Ahsoka. He insults her, you know, telling her she's a, you know, an untrained Jedi or something like that. She says, that's okay. You're only half a Sith. And it's like, yes. He didn't take well to that comment. It's like, all right, you go, girl. That was good. But yeah, there's lots of fun storytelling to be had with Maul, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm also kind of sort of looking forward to watching the new Daredevil season. Season 2 of Daredevil Born Again has been going for a couple of weeks now. I have not started watching it yet. That's one of those shows that I kind of have to be in the mood for. I watched season 1. It was really good, but really dark. And it was dark and it was violent and not really my jam, okay? But it was good, right? So that's fine, but it said I kind of have to be in the mood to watch it, and I have not been in the mood to go that dark. So, all right, how are we doing on blocks? We've got a few. Okay, is that? Oh, that's the moss box. Okay. The good news is I can chop down a couple of these. I think what I'll need probably... Oh, I don't know. I could do the math, or somebody out there if you want to do the math. But I'm thinking I'm going to need probably 9 stacks of logs to get all of the signs that I need. So I'm working off of those numbers. Whether those are accurate numbers or not, I don't know. Could be a little more, could be a little less, but we shall see. I mean, it took 4 stacks of logs, I guess, to do the all the signs I needed for that first section. So probably... Now, some of the other sections are smaller. Okay. But still thinking I'm going to need... Yeah, maybe 12 stacks. Okay. And I want to pick up the blocks that drop there. If I'm going to be... Yeah, I'm sitting here. Ah! That didn't work. Look, there's lots of things not working here. It's all good. Okay. All right. Goodbye, tree. All right. This'll all make sense at some point, I'm sure. No, it'll be fine. I'm just farming a lot of stuff here so that I can get what I need. I think this is a good start, okay? Said if I need to get more, those trees will grow up and we'll be okay. Okay. So I have to remember I can, leave something there. Do I have sticks going in here? I did. I need to leave a stick to keep the golems happy. Anyway, so yeah, that's a thing. Happy golems. All right, so let's now get down. All right, so sticks. A little bit of a weird thing happening in my throat there. Okay. All right. One of these boxes had stone brick in it. Okay. Cool. All right, let's make up some signs. That's a lot of signs. All right. This should be fine-ish. Okay, I hope. All right, so let's get back down here and let's see what I can do with these. I'm going to need... Okay. There's the reason I have these blocks here so that I can see where I need to be putting... Right, so that's going to be water. Sign. Let's go ahead and... Okay. Break all of those. Okay. Okay. And I just want to be sure. Okay. That we'll get the signs going all the way down to there. Okay. Cool. All right. And those signs are waterlogged. Perfect. All right. So I think the easy way here. Yeah. Now this, I think I'm still at the double thickness because I had screwed up and put these of stuff there. All right, so let's get some water. Be sure this is all infinite. Okay. All right, that's probably interesting. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome sauce. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Well, let's just get the fences in. We'll let the nope. We'll let the fences tell us where we need the water. And it's all going to be back here. That's just... Okay. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. All right. All right. So now I can try to fill this. Probably doing this. So the fact that that's like that is now interesting. Okay. All right, so I need to do. Why is that broken? Okay. I don't know why it's broken. Hopefully, it'll sort out as I go. I hope. I don't know. Okay. Okay, that's waterlogged. That one is not. Okay. Come on. Oh, you know what'd be really cool is if I had water. Okay. There. Okay. There. Yeah, this is a mess. I think going from the front actually is going to be the best option here. Okay. Just as I'm looking at this, I think that's just going to be the way it goes. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get all of this stuff, all of this water all the way across. Then again, I don't know. I just, as I'm looking at this, maybe going from the back is the best way. I don't know. We're gonna, when I get out of the areas that I doubled up, it's gonna change. Right? And that's just going to be it's going to be a pain. Okay? It's going to be a serious pain. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay? So, alright. So, so that's looking okay, but dang. Yeah, definitely screwed up something here. Okay, don't know what, but screwed up something. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this line out. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to have to just water all the way across, it looks like. Cool. All right, well, let's get the signs in. Sorry, that's a little flashy. Yeah, so let's go and get signs in. And then we'll get the water sources in and yeah. We'll get there. This is definitely going to be a painful process. Okay. Again, tedious and annoying, but once it's all done, it'll be great. Oops, that's not where that goes. Oops. Okay, that sign needs to not go there. All right. Hopefully I didn't screw up the water too much there. Okay. So now I need to get down here and fill all of this up. So I think this is going to be a matter of Scoop and place. Scoop and scoop, place. Scoop, place. Yeah, I think I'm going to be able to do it this way. Yeah, where it's going to get awkward. I don't know. We'll see what happens with the next row. Okay. Anyway, so how y'all doing? What randomly tedious project are you working on today? Okay. Psst, that didn't go where it was supposed to go. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about, is my water scoopage going to work the way I want it to as I move to the next row, right? This is... It's a question. It's definitely a question that I have. Okay. Yeah, this might not be an issue, but we'll see. I'm a little bit worried about it, but okay. And away we go. Yeah, well, see, I'm actually a little bit worried about the about this last line here too. Oops. So that needs to be water source right there, right? Oh, it's not waterlogged? Now it is. Okay. All right. All right, so now we need to get fences all the way across, which I don't have. So let's go make a bunch more fences. All right, so fences, or not fences, signs. You know what I meant. It's not what I said, but it's what I meant. Okay. I've got moss. That'll work. I just need a temp block, potentially, so that I can fill in a hole or something as I go. All right. All right, so let's get these signs in place, and then we'll figure out the water situation. All right, so anyway, let's see other fun things. The Artemis 2 rocket launched. The fact that there are missions going back to the moon again are awesome. I'm not overly fond of government paying for it, but it's cool that it's happening. Okay, so what I'm hoping is that I can... That didn't work. No, that didn't work at all. Okay. So yeah, I can do this way. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be really careful about how I do the ends then. Oops. All right, no, we're good. Everything should be fine and dandy. Okay. Okay. But this will be good. We'll get all of this. We'll get this filled out. Yeah, I think this is going to get harder. But we shall see. fortunately, it's not overly difficult. It's just tedious. Okay. And I guess that's fine. This is what I get for wanting to build a large kelp farm. Okay. I mean, maybe in the grand scheme of things, this isn't like ridiculously huge, but it's definitely a good size. Yeah, see, I'm kind of thinking that this row is going to be a problem. I might end up having to put one row of blocks underneath it just so that I can place the water down correctly. Which is fine. Again, tedious, but fine. All right. All right, let's go get the signs placed, and then we water source it up. Yeah. I guess I should have put the dirt down at the level below it. That was my original plan, with then the signs on top, and waterlogged it that way. That was apparently the wiser course, but it's not where we're at now. So let's not break too many of the signs. Okay. All right. All right, let's hop down here, pick up some of these signs that I broke. Yeah, see, this is all going to be a special breed of something. All right. All right, so yeah, getting the water in is going to be... It's going to be weird. Okay. All right, so yeah, we'll see. I said I may have to do a little bit of extra placing of things, but it's all right. We'll go as I need to go. Okay. All right. I'm actually surprised I'm still breathing, so I guess I'm just enough out of the water here. So, you know, that's cool. Maybe I'm just ducking back in and out of it fast enough that it's not really an issue. Okay. Which is good, I guess. Not having to worry about breathing is a good thing here. So, of all of the things I want to have to worry about, breathing is not one of them, so. Okay. Yeah, this is just going to be a long process. So, yeah, sorry about that. You know, again, if you're out there, you got a topic or something you want to talk about, let me know. Maybe we can come up with something. But first, again, we craft all the signs. Okay. And, you know, pick up some of this dirt. Not all of it, apparently, but some of it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be... It's going to be a pain getting the rest of this back here. All right, so let's get signs now in place. I wonder if I just place those blocks there. Yeah, it won't go infinite because of the areas underneath it or the blocks next to them aren't, they don't have blocks to support it, so they won't create water sources. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. You know, we're getting some squid spawning, which is obviously it's great. But I am in a lukewarm ocean, so I'm a little bit worried about drowned spawning. Because that would be less great. I guess it's not really going to be that big a deal, but because once the farm is running, if there are drowned or anything else in the farm for that matter, it shouldn't be an issue. But okay. Okay. Yeah, I think what I'm going to need to do here is do the other side first so that I can reach. Because I think I'm getting just about to the length of what I can reach comfortably here. And that's a little bit of a problem. Okay. All right, well, next time I build a farm like this, I know. Put the blocks underneath. And then put the signs on top and waterlog the signs. And then take out the dirt. That was my first thought. I should have gone with it, but I didn't. So, you know, here we are. All right, so I'm going to come out and do this side. Okay, right. Signs there. Good. All right. All right, so we'll get the signs in, and then hopefully I can do all this. Said I'm a little bit concerned with some other things, but I think we'll be okay. Those are all waterlogged, which is good. That's what they're supposed to be. Okay. All right, so now let's do which row next? I guess this row next. Oh, this is going to take forever. Like, oh, hey, kind of fix the water source. Okay. That's all right. As long as the water is all flowing down towards that collection gap, we'll be fine. Okay, I'm not too worried beyond that. Okay. All right, so okay, again with the what the heck is going to happen with this back row? and I don't know. I think what I might have to do is fill in the water first before I do the signs. Which is going to be a little bit slower, I think. But I think it's just going to have to be the way I do it. Okay. The other thing I'm going to have to check is tear all the dirt out of that back section, the area I've already done. And try just test the flying machine, make sure everything still works correctly. Shouldn't be a problem, but darn it. Okay. Okay. I think this will work. Said it's going to be slow, unfortunately, but it'll at least get the blocks in place. Okay. So, you know, this isn't going to be long and tedious at all. Alright, so let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else on my list of things to discuss, and not really. Okay. Alright. Well. Okay. Well, you know. Progress. Okay, so. See, this is why I don't typically build projects this large. But hey, I built a giant furnace, and a giant furnace needs giant fuel, so I think what I want to do here too, let's I'll get these signs filled in, okay? And then what I want to do is clean out all the dirt from this back area. And then I think what I want to do is plant some kelp and let that start growing. Because I do need the kelp to grow all the way up to the top so that I can get those source blocks. Because until there are source blocks, the items won't flow to the top and I won't be able to collect them. Okay, and that's not going to work for me. Okay. I don't like that water is doing what it's doing. Okay. Ah, am I out? I'm out of signs. Jeez, I only need a few more. Yeah, I don't like what that water is doing right there. That's annoying. Alright. Yeah, because that's just all going to flow backwards like that. Jeez. Let's see. What I need to do is let's see if I do that and put a water source right there. No. But how to make this work? I think I might be making it worse, but it's okay. Yeah, making it worse. Cool. Cool. So, yeah. Yeah, don't know quite what I'm doing here, but this is bad. Okay. Let's see if I can maybe get some water. Because I need it to flow back this way, and it's just not. All right. Hmm. Wow, I have now given myself a problem. Yeah, because any items that get stuck there are just going to flow up and get stuck. That's not great. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is... I think I'm going to have to break this, which means I'm going to have to replace a bunch of signs. Okay. It's annoying, but I think it's just going to have to be the way it is. Okay. And... this one maybe? Alright, that's not happening. Yep. Just gonna make it worse. Just gonna make it worse. Okay. Yeah, everything is bad here. Yep, I am just making it worse. Okay. Awesome. Well, that's good to know. On the plus side, I've managed to lose a bunch of signs, so that's great. Sweet. Hopefully they're over here. Hopefully they popped up. Yeah, there they are. All are. Okay. This is why you've got to be careful putting all this stuff down, because you do it wrong, the water ends up flowing in a weird way, and then things are going to get stuck. And that's not fabulous. Okay, there's just no world where that's fabulous. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all these signs in place, and then we'll... Right. Right, and then I have a bunch more to make. Okay. Okay, yeah, that section right there is not in a good way. So what I may have to do, which isn't ideal, I may have to break a bunch of those signs, get some dirt under there, and then get everything sort of to flow back. Yeah, it's just, it's not good, y'all. Not good at all. Okay, just the way everything is flowing down is a problem. Okay. Yeah, because water flows to its closest down area first. So, no, that. Okay. All right, so let's see if I can't deal with this water. Or this water, all of this dirt. Okay, and also let's not break the signs. Okay, because that would be bad. Okay. Just, we'll get these ones and we'll get the ones next to the wall. But yeah, I want to start planting, planting kelp so that I can get it to grow up and fill in the water sources. Okay, because everything below said has to be a full water block. Can't be flowing water. It has to be a water source. Okay. So we'll see how this all goes, but wow. Yeah, those few broken water things I had there on the other side, it's not good. Okay. Oh yeah, breathing. Okay, I guess I can breathe. Okay. At least I don't have to worry about falling. Just, you know, breathing. Okay. Yep, again, let's not break the signs, because that would be bad. Okay. So once all the... It's out of the water, just enough to breathe. Okay. Yeah, because once all of this water's flowing down, one, I don't have to worry about anything spawning down on the floor. I mean, I guess I kind of do, because all of the torches are washing away, but I think I've got enough light from the sea lanterns. At least we'll keep a lot of the mobs from spawning here. Okay. Mostly I'm just worried about drowned, though. I don't know how much I actually have to worry about the drowned, but, you know, it's a thing I should probably worry about. Okay, get breathing. Okay. Okay. Yep, let's go ahead and get most of these dirt blocks out here. Come on. Can do it. All right. All right. And, you know, maybe as things flow, it'll be okay, but... All right, so let's just do a quick test and be sure that the flying machine works. Okay. It should. I don't think there are going to be any issues. I think I've got everything watertight. But we'll give it a kick and just be sure of that, okay? Okay. Yeah, there it goes. I don't have water flowing back into the system here, so that's good. Yes, it looks like this is fine. I don't like this. That's a dead spot right there. That's not good. Do I need to... I might need to do something there. Everything else I think is going to flow. But that is a problem. Because, yeah, it's not flowing right there. So, cool. And it's not flowing on this back row either. But, ick. Okay. Send everything back. Okay, so yeah, the flying machine definitely behaves itself, which is good. Let's get some kelp. I've got a fair amount of kelp, but not crazy amounts, but a fair amount. Yeah, because if I have to redo the water back there, that's going to be really annoying. Okay. Dirt's going to go in there. Keep some of it, but let's hop over here and get some kelp. Obviously, there's not a lot there, but that's okay. Actually, since, what time is it? It's still 1:30. Let's fly out, and I can harvest a little bit more kelp from the ocean here, since turns out there is a fair amount of kelp out here. Okay. All right. Say there's a fair amount of kelp out here. All right. Yeah, honestly, this might be easier with an allay, but that's okay. Nautilus discovered the floor was lava. That's not how that's supposed to work. Which Nautilus? Okay, no, that Nautilus is fine. Do I have multiple Nautilus? I thought I only had the one. Maybe I had two. I don't know. It wasn't one that I had tamed. So. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, definitely Nautilus. If they float over magma blocks, they'll sink. But, I wonder where that happened. I don't know, but now I'm slightly concerned. All right, at least my armored Nautilus still is armored and stuff, so. So, yeah, he's over here just chilling. So I guess that's a good thing. All right. So let's get down. We'll plant a bunch of this kelp and get it growing. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay. Again, air is going to be a fun problem, but, you know, that's okay. Okay, now, hopefully I won't leave any, or at least too many blank spots, like that one. Okay. Because I really do want to have kelp in all of the spaces. Okay. All right. No, we're good. I just can't place things. But yeah, we are starting to get some kelp growing up, which is great. Like I said, I need it to grow all the way up to the signs, so that'll be fine once it gets up there. If I were really crazy, and I don't think I am, but if I were really crazy, I'd whip through here with some bone meal. Right, and bone meal does kelp as well. So that it would grow, but I don't have that much bone meal. And honestly, I'm just going to let this grow while I go work on some other things. So hopefully that will be okay. All right, again, I do want to fill in all the gaps. Oh, man. You know, the worst part of these allergies right now is because I took some allergy pills, so I'm not sneezing and stuff, which is good. But my eyes are still a little dry and itchy, so it kind of feels like I need to cry, right? You get that feeling like when you're about to cry and yeah, your eyes get all sort of itchy, burny, annoying? Same feeling. Okay. All right. Now I won't be putting any kelp on the note blocks. I mean, I could, but it'll just all get broken anyway, so that's not going to be a thing. However, I do want to put kelp in this gap. I don't have the kelp to do it, but putting it right here, the flying machine will break it, which is good, and it will grow up, which is also good. So, you know, got that going for me. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what I can do about getting the rest of this. Oh, man. Because I have a feeling I'm going to have to redo some of this water. And unfortunately... I am killed. No, unfortunately, that's going to be a painful process. Oh, I don't have water source blocks there. It's all flowing. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get some source blocks right. Oops. Yeah, right here. No, I know what I'm doing. It's okay. It's okay, really. All right, so that's going to go there. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's going to go there. So that should become a source block. Yes. Okay. So just to keep things cool. So that's a source block. Let's be sure I put a sign there so I know that that's what's going on. Okay. All right. Cool. So that's going to go that way. Yeah, this is... The back row is a little bit annoying, but this right here, because we've got this still water going across like this, I wonder if I can... Yeah, because this is all still. I've got some moss here. Let's do this. I want to moss this. This, I might have just made things really bad for myself. No. Okay. This. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe not, but we'll find out. Because I think what I ended up doing is creating a pretty nasty water source here. Okay. Cool. So that needs to not be source blocks. And it is going to source block again. Darn it. All right. Do I still have my moss box on me? I don't. Okay. All right. Well, let's go get some moss. We'll see if I can fill in that weird extra water. Oops, that's ice. Oh, no, it's still in my inventory. Cool. All right. Nope, this is fine. Okay, so let's get up here and see if I can't sort this mess out up here. So I think what I need to do... Yeah, I think I need to fill this in. Okay, so that I don't get the source blocks. Okay. Because right now those are now no longer source blocks, which is good. Okay. And let's see what happens when I break these blocks. Hopefully, the water will just flow and everything will be great. Okay. Okay. Seems to be all right. Yep. Some glow squid. They're doing glow squiddy things, which is also fun. Okay. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, managed to get all sorts of extra source blocks going here. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what fun and excitement I brought in here, but okay, I'm gonna have to redo all of this water back here. I think I'm gonna have to redo it anyway, because it's just bad. Yeah, see, this all went infinite. Well, I mean, those are the source blocks over the signs, so. Okay. I'm going to have to redo all of this back here. Darn it. All right. Well, that might be a project while I'm watching General Conference. But, yeah, I just broke everything. Well, that's cool. No, not so cool. All right, well, I'll fix that later. For now, let's see if I can get the rest of this sorted out. So what I need to do here is... Okay. All right. Yeah, because I can't swim at the same time. Oh, man, what a mess. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Also, I'm not entirely sure what water block I'm pulling there, but for some reason I don't think it's the right one, so, you know. I guess that's okay. I mean, it's filling itself back in, but... Oh, jeez, okay. Alright, yeah, this is just gonna be a thing. Alright, well, hey, this is my life now. Okay, on the plus side, the kelp seems to be coming in, so that's good. Oh, man. Yeah, I wish I had more stimulating topics here to go on, but I'd get distracted by everything anyway. That's why I have a podcast, so I can talk about things without being distracted. On the other hand, my wife and I are planning our next topic. We'll be recording another podcast together on next Saturday. So it'll be episode 152 for those of you who keep score. And yeah. Okay. All right, so this all comes in like this. Yeah, we're gonna start our discussions of Star Trek, I think. And we're gonna have lots of Star Trek-y goodness in our discussions over the next many months and years. Okay. All right. Oops. Nope. No. Oh, no. Okay. Well, again, I have to redo all of this anyway. I mean, those signs are fine, but I'm going to have to take it all out just to get the water to flow correctly. So, ugh. And I mean that. So much ugginess happening here. So I'm curious, did I get... Yeah, see, I'm getting some glow squid ink. So I could set up a filter in the storage system. And looks like I'll be able to collect some glow squid. Now I'm going to have water down there, so I do need to get some magma blocks, I think, to pull all the stuff down, but okay. All right. Okay, well, this is fine. We'll get there. Yep, I could easily see having to redo all of this water. And that would not be fun. As you can see, this is a long process. Yeah. Unfortunately, Minecraft hydrodynamics are a real pain in the neck. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Now, all this stuff. Okay. So, anyway, I have nothing else to talk about, man. It's just going to be placing buckets of water. Yeah, I was hoping that this wouldn't take nearly this long, and apparently it's going to, so. Okay. Okay. I mean, this is fine. Well, look at with all the digginess, I guess. Oh man, but the epic facepalm on that last row of signs there is just, I'm feeling it, man. That's just uncool. Okay. At least if it's a couple of sections, hopefully I'll just be able to get that sorted out. It won't be too bad, but I'm going to need some more signs, though. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and craft some more signs, and we'll come back and get the rest. All right. Jeez. Cheese, I say. Cheese. All right. I need those. Cool. All right. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, this is my life. There's one that I missed. See if I can get that in there correctly. Yeah, see, the problem is if I don't do this, the kelp will grow up into the flowing water, turn it into source blocks, and just the farm won't work. I mean, I guess it could still work if I get some allays, maybe. Boy, the allays are... I would need a couple of them for sure. Maybe 3 or 4. Because, yeah, what I would need is if I let the kelp grow all the way up, right, just let this be flat water up here. So the allays are just flying along the top of the water, right? Then I could have them fly over here to someplace over here with a note block that they can throw stuff in. And maybe this last section is flowing water and they can just throw it and stuff will go in. But I don't know that I've got the range for that at the moment. Hi. All right. All right, well. Here we go again. I've tried a number of ways, apparently, of doing this, and none of them are great. On the other hand, I can still place stuff along this row here, so let's just go ahead and do that. Yep, just gonna have to redo all of that. Man, okay, well, you know, lessons. So if you place it all carefully, then you're okay, but in this case, I put one thing in the wrong place and it screwed up everything. Though I do kind of wish the infinite water sources would do their thing, even though it's flowing down. I guess maybe it would if it were source blocks beneath them. So maybe that would all fix itself when the kelp grew up. Guess it's maybe a possibility, but because it won't while there's flowing water below it. But maybe if the kelp were to grow up, I guess we can try it. Let's grab one of these, some of this kelp here. Okay. And where do I want to test this? Right under here. Okay, so let's go ahead and right if this becomes, can it not? Oh, right. I guess it can't because right. there is water in the way. No, this will be fine and dandy and stuff. You know, I'm going to need a lot more kelp than I've been gathering. All right, if I want to test all this nonsense. Right, see, that's how this is supposed to work. The kelp all flows this way, and then down into, you know, wherever it is I'm collecting it. Okay. All right. All right, so then the idea here, okay, everything's coming down here because this is where the flows goes. All right, where was I doing stuff? Right here. All right, so bring this up that way. Come on. Is that how high you're going to go? I guess that's as high as you're going to go. Why aren't you growing up higher than that? There's water above it. Why isn't it? Don't know why it's not doing a thing here. Okay. H. Okay, maybe. Come on. Come on, grow. I mean, there is a water block there, I guess. Okay. Yeah, look, I'm confused. Now that can't grow any higher because of the sign. Okay, which is correct. Okay, right, this... Yeah, I mean, I'd like that to grow up there. Just so that I can see if this would, if that would work, but... Boy, it just doesn't want to grow. Alright. Well, so much for that test, I guess. Alright, we'll let that grow up. We'll maybe I'll see what happens. Maybe? Okay. But yeah, I was hoping... Okay. Yep, definitely need a block to target there. But yeah, I was hoping that as that water grew up taller. Got it? I think we got it. Okay. Yeah, as the water grew up taller, it would form enough of a water source that it would do things, right? Sadly, that's not the case. Okay, well, that's fine. That is very fine. Okay. All right, well, we'll just continue this long process and see what happens. But yeah, maybe... Now, the water is just going to be faster. I'd rather have the water streams, okay? Yes, I could absolutely do a laze. A laze would work. Okay, but they're 100% going to be slower than just having the water pop up and do its thing. Okay, so do this. Okay, so this will all come out. This dirt all comes out. All right. Yeah, once this all grows up to the top, and again, I have to be a little bit, like this one won't grow up any higher because it's at age 25. But so what I have to do is break it and replant it. It's age 24. Okay. All right. Breathing. Breathing's good. I like breathing. Okay. Yeah, because there will be a few that if they don't grow all the way up, then it could be a problem. So yeah, we'll see. But we're getting there slowly. And then yeah, obviously, as I said, I want to have kelp in this trench as well. Because, well, it's just one more place for kelp to grow. Okay? Not on top of the note blocks, but on top of everything else. So that's good. Yeah, I was sort of hoping that those would all sort of figure themselves out, but dang. Boy, that makes me sad. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and do this. We'll take this row out. Okay. Oh, I guess we need more signs. So many more signs. All right. Let's hope for the best. Did I put sticks away? I didn't. All right. That's cool. All right. Signs. All right, up we go. So let's get these signs in place. Yep, that's that dead spot right there. Nope, that's not where you go. Grab the axe carefully because I don't want to break the other signs. Okay. Yeah, see, I wonder if I had source blocks directly underneath those, would the infinite water stuff kick in and they'd be going, but no, I don't know. Yep, I just don't, obviously I don't have infinite water underneath those, so, or source blocks. It's the same thing, right? Sure. Okay. You know, I wonder if I just come underneath here. Okay, I'll have to dig it all out again later, but maybe this is the easiest way of dealing with it. Okay. All right, and then okay. Yep, and now that's going to flow all the way back that way. Yeah, that might be the way to do it. I mean, that's okay, I guess. I mean, it's just a lot of blocks. Lots of placing blocks. Okay. But I think it is the right way to do it. So let's go ahead. Yeah. Let's see. So we're gonna have to do this one row at a time here. Which I guess is fine, but come on, up we go. Up, up, up. Yeah, so I'll just... Yeah, the right way to do this is to just double block it. You just put in double layers and then... come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, we just come in with double layers and do it that way. Okay, no, we're fine. Everything is great. It'll be a thing. Okay, right. You can see the source blocks filled in, right? Okay. Yeah. All right. So wonderful. So I guess the next step, all right, let's go and take these out. So I don't know if it would be easier to do this from the surface or not. I don't have to be quite as careful this way. So maybe it's fine. The dirt digs out a little slower, but you know, it's fine. Okay. All right, so we do this again. This on this row. Woohoo. Okay. No. This is cool. Okay. No, it's a thing. Yeah, so I think what I'll end up doing is I'll have to do the same thing back at that front area since I have to dig out all of those fences, break all of those and redo things. It'll be okay. It's just going to be slightly painful. But like I said, I'll have some time just as I'm listening to conference on Saturday, so. Right, so it should be fine, right? Okay. Do want to have a couple of blocks there, I guess. All right. So, let's see now. I'm out of signs again. It's going to be a recurring theme today. It's like, geez, I'm just going to be constantly out of signs. We're also just about out of wood, so that's not ideal. So chop some more trees down. All right, so where's my... Here we go. Here's my row of signs. Not there. Darn. Can't just broke things. Same problem there. Hopefully, if I come back through here and correct this, it won't be a huge issue. Okay? Otherwise, because if I run into problems with spaces like these, where we just get sort of a dead spot and items are just going to sort of float right here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, see, it's going to float up, but it's not going to go. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think... Do I just cave and do a laze? Is that just what I'm going to do? I don't want to. But stuff like this, because I accidentally put a sign on top of this sign and broke it. Right? Now it's all stupid. Yeah, that's... Ugh. So much ugh happening. Let's see if I break that. Put a block here. Yeah, see, it's just not going to flow around. Right? I want it to. I really want it to. It's not going to, but I'd love to have this water flow right. Come on. Right through here, please. It's not going to, but I would love it to. Okay. Oops, that's not right. Yeah, because I'd have to get that and just... Yeah, see, I've got a couple of these places here where the water just... It's just kind of stuck. I guess if I have enough allays, maybe it's not going to be that big a deal, but... How big is this? Right, we're at... 8370. Going back to... 8406. So that's 36 blocks. Allays really do only have like a range of about 30 blocks. So maybe this is not a good thing. Okay. Crud. It said I can do it. I can. I'd have to get some note blocks, and I could just say, because this one will be fairly easy, I think, just to get the water flowing how I want it to. I can just leave this flowing correctly. Maybe up a little higher, but flowing. Because that'll be easy to fix if I screw it up. So if I do that, and then have the allays dropping stuff in the water, just around here somewhere. I mean, it might work, I guess. It's up here. Okay, so I've got this floor, so I would have to... There are ways I can make this happen. Okay. So I could put note blocks with mob heads so they're quiet, just with and then observer clocks on them to keep them dinging. Yeah, then if I just block off this, all right, it's a solution. It's definitely a solution. Is it the best solution? Maybe. All right. Crud. So I'm going to need to get some Malays over here then. I need to get some Malays over here anyway. So hang on. I will be right back. Let me take a quick bio break, and then we'll deal with it. I hurt my back getting out of the car. Okay. This is the level of old I am. How old are you? I am hurt my back getting out of the car years old. Okay. And yeah, we were coming home from church. I was getting out of the car and I somehow wrenched my back. It was not the most glamorous thing ever, I'm sure. And I didn't even feel it right away. It was just, we get out of the car and then suddenly as I'm going into the house, my side is starting to hurt here a little bit. This is really weird. Yeah, no, this is just where I'm at in life. Okay, and I remember to unmute the mic again, so that's a plus. Okay, yeah, so I'd have this water flowing this way, right? I would just have the allays drop stuff into this water here. As I said, probably up a little higher. And then, yeah, and then just let it flow down. I mean, there's the possibility an allay would fly down here, but the plan would be to have water streams and stuff down here such that the allays won't be able to escape, because allays don't like to go into water. So if I can work that correctly, it'd probably be okay. Probably. All right. Yeah. Cool. All right. All right. It's late in the game, but we are going with plan B. So late in the game, but all right. Fine. Fine. Yeah. Everything's great. All right. So, jungle. Put our signs in there for now. Guess I can turn this off. All right, so what I'm going to need to do is get stuff. What sort of stuff do I need? We'll need to breed an allay. I think I've got the stuff I need to do that over by my one allay. And I can just bring the jukebox and the music disc back over with me. Also, some extra amethyst, because that's going to be important. You know, every once in a while. Yeah, because if I get five or six of them, because it's going to break a lot of kelp. So if I can have some help for some of it, getting it closer to where it needs to go anyway. All right, so one of these boxes. Nope. Thought I'd left one up here, but okay. Where did I leave my jukebox and stuff? Maybe I left it in my ender chest. That's a possibility. Okay. Well, that's a no. I mean, I know I've got records, so I know I'm set for that. It's just okay. Well, great. I might check down. Ah, there it is. That's the box I'm looking for. All right, cool. Yeah, say music disc. Apparently glass panes. A record. You know, we're good. This has what I need, so we'll breed up one allay over here. And then we'll start taking them because I do need an allay over at the other farm because I'm going to be doing a lot of trading. Okay, let's pull a lead out of the bag. Okay, and amethyst. All right, well, you know, plan B is the second plan. I did breed it, right? Oh, yeah, there's the other. There it is. Okay. That was just weird. All right. All right. Come with me. Yeah, we can go out this one. This door. That's. Pick a door. Okay. Jeez. Okay. No, this is fine. Come on, dude. Come through this portal. Hopefully the lead's on the other side. Okay, hang on. There. We'll just give him an amethyst so he sticks close. All right, now unfortunately, they changed how stuff works, so I can't just rock it off and bring him with me. So we're gonna have to walk. Which I guess isn't that big a deal. It's just, you know, didn't want to. Oh, jeez. Well, apparently my YouTube stream stopped some time ago. That's cool. All right. Sorry, YouTube stream. Welcome back, I guess. So I guess YouTube's been broken for a while. That's cool. So, jeez. Yeah, it's the one thing I like using Beam to multi-stream, but it just has issues. It's fine. It just if it drops its connection to YouTube, it doesn't reconnect, which is then a problem. So yeah, I don't know how long it's been down. Long enough. Long enough. Anyway. let's get this allay back over there. And just hopefully we'll see something. I mean, I know what we'll see. We'll see an allay over in the area. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'll take him back down somewhere. Where's the lead? Where's the allay? There he is. Hi. Good. Come with me and not through the portal. Oh, what a mess this is. All right. Yeah, I was hoping the water... I knew the water was going to be a little bit of a challenge. I just didn't think it was going to become such a massive pain in the neck. But it was. And it is. And that's just... It's not great. 100% not great. Okay. Oh, did the lead break? I guess it broke. All right, well, this is why you give them something. Come here. Come here. Okay, this way. Ah, itchy nose. Itchy, itchy. All right. Come on. Let's see if I can coax him there with. Great. All right. So I think I'll go ahead and. Oh, I should get a fence post so I can tie at least one of these guys up. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, so I can keep the one separate and then bring the other ones into the... Whoa, hi. Okay, you're gonna live down here. Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna live down here. It's gonna be great. All right. So what I want to do, again, let's come back this way, and I'm gonna have to block off all of that up top. All right, so that the allays don't go flying out the top. Because, again, awkward. All right, so... All right, so yeah, so we'll just block this in. It'll be... This is going to be really sketchy, but it's okay. Welcome to the jank. All right, so the question then is, how high do I need the water to go? Yeah, because I do want the one section flowing down that way. So I guess we'll see. I mean, I don't want to have to redo all the water, but I guess I won't have to. 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that will be enough. It's always the catch, isn't it? Will this be enough? Well, maybe. So we're going to have to fill all those holes in. So again, I really don't want the allays flying out because that would be bad. So it's fine. Yep, I didn't want to use allays for this. I just wanted to let the water flow, but I've hit a point where I'm just frustrated enough with the water that we're just going to do plan B. Okay. Like I said, plan B is not a horrible plan. It's just not how I wanted to do it. So. Okay, so I do need to be sure all of this is blocked in where appropriate. So I think, yeah. All right, so let's get the redstone box and let's figure out some stuff here. So I'm going to have to craft some pistons, because apparently I don't have any. That's cool. All right, so I'm going to need cobblestone, which I just don't have. Nice. I'm looking forward to the change where you can just use the stone on the stone cutter and get cobblestone. Let's see. I think I've got some cobblestone back here. I had some cobblestone. Well, so that's all sand. Thought I had some cobble. One of these boxes down here must have some cobblestone in it. All right, let's check this one because, yep, there's cobblestone. All right, cobblestone. I've got wood. Okay, so I can craft pistons. Do I have iron down here? Not in that box. I do have a little bit of iron here in my rails box. So that'll work for crafting pistons. Okay. I really don't even need the pistons now that I think about it. All right, so what I do need is a couple of player heads. Let's see. Redstone dust. Because I've got observers. I've got note blocks. Actually, I've got everything I need. A couple of note blocks. Okay, got a couple of player heads. It's the last of my observers. All right, cool. So where I want to put this is somewhere in here. Okay. Okay. I put the jukebox over there. That's fine. It's fine. All right. Well, we'll just figure out the next plan, eh? All right. So coming up right. Yeah, right under here. Where am I? Yeah, right under here. I think it's going to be the place this goes. Right here? Yeah, that should be okay. Yeah. All right. So what I can do is no block. Put no block there. Okay. And then I have to get up here and put one of these mini player heads on it. Okay. Which, hey, I guess I can pop up this way. Up, up, up. Okay. All right. Oh, well, jeez, monkeys. Yeah, doing great here, gang. Doing great. I am fabulous and stuff. Okay. All right, cool. So that's going to go there. And then, hey, Mandolin, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Well, I've already decided that plan A for my kelp farm is just not going to work, so we'll be doing plan B. Okay. Just been lurking while mining. Nice. Yeah, it's been a frustrating stream because of all of the nonsense with this, but Okay, let's... Because water is dumb. It's just, it is. There's just no getting around it. Water is just stupid. All right, so we'll put that there, and then I've got another. Let's see. I think, where is this? That row is 5305. Okay, 5305 is back here. Yeah, that'll make things a little bit easier anyway. All right, so note block goeth thusly. Does that line up? I think that lines up. Sweet. Yeah, see, I was hoping that, you know, I could just... Well, that's stupid. I was hoping that I could just get the water to do the magic flowy goodness, and then I screwed up this whole section right here. So I have to redo all of this water anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break a bunch of this, or at least break that back water source so the allays will go back. Actually, this is going to be fine. The allays will come here. We still will get some water flowing. I just have to break all of this dirt. And yeah, it'll be fine. Everything will be great and wonderful like it used to be. Okay. And I've managed to lose an observer. So, awesome. At least I have a kind of, sort of idea where it is. So, let's go see if it ended up down here. Anyway, I hope you've been doing reasonably well. Yep, there's my other observer. Yep, so this is... Okay, this is me being unable to jump and also unable to remember where I'm going. Yeah, so I'm building this giant kelp farm because I need it to fuel my furnace. Okay. Let me pop out of here and I'll show you my happy little furnace system because it's cool. Okay. All right, so as long as everything there is fine. Yeah, and I need to block this off to make the allays happy. But coming right through here. Yeah. I guess I could turn the gamma off now. So this is my furnace array. Ta-da! No. How do I get into it? E is the big. So no, coming back here, I have a... Again, the world's only pacifist iron golem. He hides up here so he doesn't have to deal with the slime. But I have 64 furnaces going all the way down there. And then it works over this way. So what you do is you throw your stuff into this chest. Yeah, stay out of the slime's way. Be just like the golem. Yeah. So you throw stuff into this chest, hit the button. The minecart will go over. Of course, it was empty, so it came back. But if there was something in it, it would have gone over there. Oh, darn it. Forgot. I've got to close that. That's a user error thing. Hey, I'm the only idiot who's going to be using it, so making it idiot-proof shouldn't be that hard, right? Anyway, once there are things in the hoppers under the furnace, this minecart kicks off and goes to pick it up. And we'll keep going back and forth until all of the items in those hoppers are picked up. And then it will come back here. But because it's a big flippin' furnace array, I want big flippin' fuel. Because flippin' is fun. Or something. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so we're gonna have to get some allays going. So hi. Your tears make me happy. Right, is that how that works? Also, apparently it's a glow squid farm. Cool. Where did... Oh, it's up there already. Okay. That's a good track, actually. I like that one, but... you know what'd be really cool, though? Having inventory space. I wonder what that's like. Oh, did that other allay already go up there? It did. Cool. So what I need to do is I need to give it kelp. Okay. Actually, if I have an allay up there with glow squid ink, that would be good too. Okay, really? Okay, thank you. Here, let's turn the gamma back on. Where did that guy go? There he is. Hi. You're cool and stuff. You want to collect kelp for me, don't you? Yeah, you do. You do. You totally do. Awesome. Oh, jeez, I saw that squid there and thought it was like a Pac-Man ghost or something. That would have been really weird. All right, so since we're going to be doing it this way, inventory management is a thing that I don't get. All right, let's... Oh yeah, we definitely have ourselves a glow squid farm, and that's okay. Oh, how? No. You don't get to go up. How did he get up there? I guess he could have flown out and back around and... All right, we have a wild allay. So that's cool. All right, hang on. I don't want to do it. I don't, but we're going to. All right. No. We'll just get the glass in place. Because, you know, glass is fun and stuff. Yep. So anyway, this is a guardian farm that got out of hand is where we're at now. It's a fun little place, but apparently it's now Barbie's dream mad science lab or something, which is cool and stuff. You know, Barbie's been everything in the world. Why can't she be a mad scientist, I think. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves a nice wall. Hopefully I can keep the allays inside the farm. Yeah, and then I just need to do a little bit of fixing of the water. But we should be good, because what I'd like to do, if I can keep everything sort of in place. Oh, bother. If I can keep all of the allays in place, then yeah, we should be fine. Sorry, I'm going slightly mad. The water here has driven me bonkers, and this is where I am now. I'm losing what little sanity I have left. Which, you know, is fine. It happens, but, you know, it's just how it goes. All right, so that should keep most of those happy little guys in place. All right, so now let me go fetch my runaway allay because he be dumb. Okay. Hey, come on. I know I'm not exactly sentencing you to a lifetime of fun and excitement. All right, where'd he go? You should be staying fairly close because those note blocks are doing things. Oh, there he is. Hi. Okay, come on. Yeah, no, you want to come this way. You totally want to come this way. This is the way to be. The wise man once said, the way this is. Okay. So you're going to come down here. Yes, you do want to go in there. That's groovy. Here, since I've got you both here. Where's my disc? I'm so good at keeping things close together, so, you know. All right. This really is a good bob here. Okay, and then... Hey, you! Thanks. Okay, so music discs, that goes back in there. Let's grab our... okay. Honestly, it might just be easier to put them in from the top. Okay. Oh, I'm going to need more kelp. Hang on. I can't give them kelp to tell them to go get kelp if I don't have kelp. That's just not how allays work. See, I know science. I too have once been a man of science. Okay, math, but all science is math, so, you know, I guess that's a thing. We're stuck. All right. Okay. All right, so let's see if I can get them in there without too many headaches. Either that or if they've just flown off forever and I will never see them again. Okay, hi. You need some kelp. Cool. And where's the other dude? Hey, where's your friend? Where did he go? He's around here somewhere. I mean, it shouldn't have gone too far. I've got noisemakers here. Oh, okay, there he is. Cool. Oh, nope, that's the first dude. Okay, you are just wrong. Okay, I don't know what else you've got going on, but you're just wrong. All right, fine. You want to go under there? You want to go under there? I think you should go under there. Yeah. 100%. Hop down there. It'll make you happy. All right, now. Let's let go of your leash. All right, have fun. Let's go see if I can find that other guy. Because I'm probably going to need... I don't know, 4, 6 a lay. Oh. High and stuff, but also, how? How did you get out? No, seriously, how did he get out? Okay, this is all closed off. That's all closed off. I mean, yes, he could have flown down and around, but that's not the closest way to get to anything. All right, come back here. Come here. Allays are like dumb and stuff. All right, come here. All right, come on. That's right. You're gonna come with me. And you'll be... All right. No. No, 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 no. You had to close yours in completely. Yeah, see, Stay. See, I thought I had them in there. I've got a couple of small holes, but I don't think they can... Well, I can't say they can't get to them. Just, where the heck are you going? Okay, see, yeah, he's wanting to fly down there. All right. I see. I'm just going to have to... All right, fine. Be that way. All right, all right, don't be that way. That's okay too. All right, that's cool. Now I still have a rogue allay around somewhere. Okay, apparently I'm just gonna be attached to this one. Where did that other allay end up? Okay. I mean, for all I know, it has taken off to the four winds. Okay. Got my little storage room. I haven't checked. I think I waxed all of these guys and they're not going to freeze on me. So I think they're okay. All right. But where the heck did my other allay go? Those guys, man. Allays are just crazy. Oh yeah, he's gone forever. He ended up here, and now I'll never see him again. Also, he can't fly with carrots. I know, weird, right? But it's true. Okay, let's do a little F3B. Let's see, hitboxes. We've got the Guardians doing their thing. I'm just going to free cam real quick just to see. Okay, I've got a bunch of fish. Well, I guess we'll find it later. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but it's not here. All right, fine. All right, it's gone forever. It's just all there is to it. All right, fortunately, it's not hard to get more, but I don't want to get more. I just want to get... All right, well... Silliness. All right, I guess I could install a door, but we'll see what happens when I put water into that system, because... Oh, I still have hitboxes on. Okay, I was seeing arrows. That was weird. All right. So he's going to be up there doing the thing, which is fine. So what I need to do is I need to break that one round of water. Okay. All right, now, you guys, I need you to tell me if you're ready to make more. Okay. All right, come on down. Or, you know, don't come down. That's fine too. Okay. And your turn? Hi. Okay. All right, that beat drop is so good. You know, it took me a while to actually decide that I liked the Tears track, but... oh, there they are. Okay. But after I heard it a few times, it grew on me. Okay. All right, come on, gang. No, no, no. When I say come to me... Okay. You're not... Oh, jeez, I might have lost another one. Okay, come back here. All right, so one of you... Actually... All right, so you get to do Kelp. Stay. And then where's the other dude? All right, come here, kiddo. We'll let you do Glow Squid. Probably not going to be much of a concern, but... All right. No, come back here, I guess. All right. These allays, they're just... Yeah, they've both broken their leads. Both of them. I mean, that's fine, but where are they? They're probably both... It's not there. It's not there. Oh. Okay, yep, there they are up top. Okay, that's understandable. Okay. All right, so do I have stone on me? Something close to stone? Okay. Stone. So I can at least cover in the holes when I get back there. Jeez, man. You know, I really do need to be stopping because I have to work tomorrow, and it'd be nice if I got sleep. No, 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 no! Of all the places that LA could have gone, that was probably the worst one. Yeah, that is the worst possible place for that LA to have gone. Where's the other one? Okay. Hi. Okay, you're gonna come with me. Yeah, see, I don't think glow squid is really gonna be much of a big deal here, but all right, come on. All right, come on down. All right, stay. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to get this allay out of the sorting system. Because he's just going to sit here stuck in the water. Egad. Okay. Let's see. How can I do this without breaking my redstone? Okay, so he's over there. Okay, let's see. Because dry redstone is the way to go. Looks like what I'm going to have to do is come in from the top. What a menace. Nah, he just ducked into the worst possible place he could have gone. Okay. Alright, so we're going to free cam here. Or does this hitbox show? No, okay. That would have made it a little bit easier. Okay. Alright, cool. Did he escape? Or did he just end up further into the system? Okay, no, he did. He did get out. Awesome. That's great. Buckets. Don't you do that. I didn't get... Yeah, get out. I am not happy with this LA. I was kind of sad about locking you in a watery prison for the rest of your life, but now I'm kind of down with it. No. Come here, you. All right, where's my scaffolding? Are you gonna come out on your own? Okay. See, this is what I get for being, you know, kind and stuff to my LAs. Anyway, come on, guys. Come on down. Yes, you're gonna go there. This is also the problem I've got, apparently, because I turned on the machines already. Alright. Alright, what do I have? I have some blocks here. Okay. Yeah, I know. There's music all around. Alright, fine. Okay, let's see. Where are those other relays? Are they hanging out over here? Not at the moment. Okay. Alright, so let's see if I can get this guy down here. which I think I can. That's right. Come on down. All right. Well, that was stupid, but okay, so he's there now. All right, let's all right, let's just figure out how I want to get some. How do I want to break this? Because I could just. Okay, so that's going to go there. Okay, we'll take all of this out. I said Plan A is a lot simpler than, in some ways, than, or Plan B is simpler than Plan A, at least as far as some of this goes. But I do need to have this section here at least as flowing water. So I think what I can do. All right, so that's going to flow that way. All right, I think what I'm going to do is let's come back down here, right? Yeah, and let's go ahead and just, can I reach this? No, I can't. That would be too easy. Okay, stuck. Stuck is good, I guess. This one I can double up. Okay, because that's easier to get all of the stuff in place. Okay, because I definitely want this last section to flow. I'm gonna have to go back and get all my signs. I put them back in the. I put them away. This is what happens. I put things away and then I end up needing them again. This is why I never put anything away. This is why my inventory is such a hot mess. Okay. That's okay. We like hot messes here. You know? We were forged in the fire of a dumpster, so we are doing okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, there are a few ways you can keep allays locked in without totally sealing them in. But basically, you just have to make it really, really hard for them to go someplace else. It's like what I did with the slime farm is, yes, they can fly out of the farm, but there's no place for them to go after that, so they end up flying back down. Because they won't want to fly more than 30 blocks or something away from a dinging note block. So they end up being okay. Oh, darn it. Oh, right, I locked everything in. Cool. Yepers, I am locked in. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just going to be a hot mess here. It's all good. Yeah, one thing I could maybe do is try to lock them up there, but okay, we'll see. The problem I'm going to have too is all of the items are going to flood across here. I might be able to block it off a little bit on the top. Oh, this is a problem. If I were to replace these with maybe walls, I think the items would still stop there. Oh, I didn't go get the things. Okay. No, we're fine. Yeah, maybe if I make those wall blocks. So I think the items would still stop and drop down. I don't think they would get stuck. And then that would probably keep the allays in. Okay, so that's a good idea. Sometimes I have them. Okay, so I've got some signs. This should be Not enough. Okay, so that's going to go in there. I'm going to put that stone in there. All right, so do I happen to have... no, I have all the stone in the world here, so we'll just deal with it. Okay, stone walls. Hopefully this will keep those allays in, because that would be really handy. And was that the last of the jungle signs? Yeah. All right, it's late, but I just want to do the thing. Hopefully. All right, I have hope. Okay, so the way I want to do this, one, is to not be there. Oh, you know what? I don't have. Oh, don't tell me I put my trap doors away. All right, well, I put my trap doors away. Fine, I'll put my trap doors away. See what you have to say about that. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is we'll got water buckets, right? All right, let's get these signs replaced first. Okay, this again hopefully will keep the allays in here without blocking the items, right? Because if I throw something down here, yeah, it's going to go down. So, all right, cool. All right, well, that should work then. All right. Hopefully I don't have any allays down there currently. That would be... Remember what I said about not having allays down there? Thank you. Your parole has been revoked. All right. Cool. I suppose I could bring the jukebox up here and breed them up here too. So, all right. Let us begin with our first step. Okay, so signs. Okay, signs go here. All right. And now we make those infinite water sources. Come on down. You're the next contestant on. Am I doing anything right this stream? Okay, there we go. That's going to infinite up on me, which is exactly what I want. Okay. Is this waterlogged? Okay. Somewhere here we'll get everything waterlogged correctly. Today is not that day. Okay, there we go. Those are all waterlogged. Perfect. Now we can do stuff. Let's go ahead and get all this moss out of the way. All right. So hopefully what I should be able to do now is get these signs in place. Yeah, signs. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned on is because I don't have that back. Right, this is open. I'm worried about actually having water there. Okay, and that the infinite water sources will happen, and all that fun stuff. Okay, right. So that goes, and then this goes here. Come on, let's go. Down we go. Oh, it would be nice if I actually had water. Cool. Why is that? Why did that not waterlog? Okay. Because, yeah, this coming back this way could be an issue, but should be able to kick this way. Yeah, see, this looks like it's all becoming infinite. Those are all becoming source blocks. Yeah, so we just have... It's just a small issue. Is it becoming source blocks? They don't seem to be becoming source blocks. Okay. All right. See, we're getting there. Slowly, slowly, sank into the sea. Though we tried to save him, sank into the sea. Man, when I was little, my sisters and I used to watch Disney's Babes in Toyland. You know, with Ed Wynn and I think wasn't it Annette Funicello who played Bo Peep? I don't remember. But so we watched the heck out of that when I was little because it's fun. But as I got older, and then I watched the March of the Wooden Soldiers with Laurel and Hardy, which is what Babes in Toyland was apparently then based off of. And that is so much fun. If you're looking for really old school action, you can't get much older school than Laurel and Hardy. And that's just fun. Okay. We're out of... Okay. Right. How do I get out of here? Okay, this way. That works. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, getting out of here is... You know, a pain in the neck is what it is. But that's okay. That's just fine. Why aren't you blocked? Oh. Did I miss a block somewhere? Oh, yeah, that shouldn't be a fence. At this point, that should definitely not be a fence. That should be a block. Okay, I mean, I don't have any more of those, but that's what it should be. Okay, I'm just stuck here forever. Yeah, you know, you ever have those days when it's like, I thought things were going okay for a moment, and now they're just a little weird? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. Yeah, so all of these are going to have to come out and become bricks. Okay. It's not ideal, but on the other hand, there's nothing... I don't have anything flowing up here, so this is fine. I just have to keep the allays out of it. But allays don't like to get wet, so they'll skim the top of the water so they can pick up stuff. But they don't like to submerge in it, which is fair. All right. Okay. So, you know, just because I think I know what I'm doing, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. Do I actually know what I'm doing? Okay. Righto. Now I'm stuck, which is cool. Okay. So I should be able to fly. Come on, get into swim mode. I have the hardest time getting into swim mode. I don't know about you, but it's always tough for me. All right. Back down here. And now, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, signs. And random garbage. Oh, I'm still holding my moss box, of course, so that's good. Alright, no, we should be okay. See, I'm hoping if I keep telling myself that, it will actually be true. Alright, so this we craft, and then we craft the signs. Okay, and let's just... Wow, I have so much garbage. Okay. So those away. Okay, signs. Oh yeah, the garbage is just everywhere. All right, hopefully this'll be enough that I can do what I need to. All right. All right. So that goes there. Oh, geez, it really is that late, man. Okay. Okay. That's fine. So, oh, okay. Signs need to go here too. All right, so let's go ahead. I just want to finish this last section, clean up all the rest of the dirt, and not care what happens to the water, really. Because I've got some allays up here. Now, I will need to come back in here and breed some more allays, because just the few we have are not going to be enough, but that's okay. We should be doing all right. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely better just to double stack whatever you're putting here. Because then you'll get your infinite water sources, and then you can come back underneath and clean out the dirt. Everything will be great. Yeah, so depending on how much frustration I want to deal with. Wow, just about out. Okay, well, definitely gonna have to craft up some more signs, aren't I? Okay, well let's fill that in. Let's see. So, since I'm not going to care about some things here, again, we're going to fill this back in so that I can get the water sources in. I think maybe what I can do, since I've got to deal with that whole back section anyway, I can go break the signs and just reuse those. Okay. That'll work. Okay, because really the only place now that I really need to worry about the signs is up here. Okay, so let's come up here with this whole mess that's just so badly broken right here. Okay. Okay, so that's going to break all of these signs. Okay. And then I'll need to come through here and plant kelp so that it turns all of those into water sources, but okay. But we should be doing okay at this point. Okay. I think we're getting close enough to having a functional farm. Other than the fact I don't have all the kelp planted, we should be mostly okay. Okay. Yeah, because if I can get most of the kelp up, so most of it hopefully will end up flowing, which will be the best option. But then the rest, the allays will pick up for me. And they'll just throw it up there, but it'll end up here in this water, which will then flow it down to the rest of the farm. So that's what I wanted to avoid. Darn. Going too fast. You know, because I wanted to be done. I should have stopped an hour ago. Yeah, here we are. Okay, let's clean all of that dirt out. Okay, I've got just a little bit to do, and then I've got to plant some kelp, but it's a thing. Because yeah, I think that back area is mostly okay, except for that one section where I just screwed the water up completely. I ended up making an infinite water source where I didn't want one, and that whole area just ended up flat. But yeah, if I can get most of the kelp over here in this area where it's flowing, then the allays will mostly only have to worry about what's happening on the far side where things aren't flowing. Okay, and that'll hopefully they'll be able to keep up at that point. Okay. Yeah, I did give the one glow squid ink, but I don't think he's going to end up doing anything. Heck, the way I've got this working now, the glow squid aren't going to drop and die. They're going to get caught. They're going to get caught up here. Suppose I could turn these into magma blocks instead of the stone brick. Then glow squid will end up here and it'll end up getting flooded over. So yeah, I guess that's a thing. Alright, so I really only have... Okay, this last section. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I can't do it. I can't reach. Ugh, I can't reach anything. And I probably don't have enough signs. Okay, I can have enough signs. They're all over here. Alright, hopefully this is enough. But yeah, once the kelp starts flowing over this way, in fact, what I should do, because I think that's mostly all filled up. Let's see, let's, yeah, I could just trigger, yeah, let's just, I don't know, I was about to say, shall I make a huge mess? Maybe? Maybe I should make a huge mess? Alright. This is probably... I'm probably doing something. Yeah, that's it. I'm just doing something. That's... Sorry. I'm so... The frustration might be coming through. I just want to get this done. And it's been such a pain. Alright. You know what? Forget it. I might come back through here. Oops, that's not my shovel. I may come back through here later and fix all of this. But for now, we're just going to let it happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and just make this happen. Right now it's flowing. Once I get kelp down there, of course it'll grow up here and it will break things. But that's, I guess, okay. All right, so what I need to do is I'm going to have to free up some inventory space. And then run the sweeper once. Okay, so that I can kick off, or so I can harvest a bunch of that kelp so I can plant it. And then we should be mostly okay. So that I can come back through here. And so I'm going to have to do this at least this section is going to have to happen again, I think. But maybe we'll be okay. All right, but let's get all of this out of here. I said everything that's over here will eventually, once the kelp's in place, be able to just float up and go where I need it to go. Okay. Ah, man. So, anyone out there, thinks sleep is a good idea? Apparently not me. Because I should be in bed by now. Alright. At least I've got a good moss farm, so I'm not worried about losing any of this moss. Okay, cool. So now I need to get out of this silly farm. All right. Yep, this is one of the first places I'm going to have to get to place moss, or place kelp. But all right, let's get out of there. All right, for now, put that down. Moss was over here. Got random glass all over the place. Cool. All right, so let's trigger one of the sweepers here once. Eventually, I'll hook up a timer to this thing. But for now, we are about to get stupid amounts of kelp into the farm. Okay. All right, so now I need to get in there. All right. Okay. No. That goes like that. That goes there. Goes there. Yeah, see? All the kelp. All right. And this row is one of the first places that's going to need it. Okay, because right now everything's going to flow over here. Okay. And I need this to be sure that it goes all the way to the top, so it'll flow over the wall and down into the collection area. Okay. Okay. So let's get all of this sorted out. Okay, I've probably missed a few spots, so we'll have to, like, that one. Also, breathing. Hang on. Yeah, so the hope is if the kelp gets stuck over there, then these allays will quit fighting over it and will come pick it up from over here. Hopefully they'll find it eventually. Okay. All right. It's getting there, but yeah, I definitely need this, right? All of this to go up all the way so that all of the items that end up, here at the front get pushed out. It's all the good watery goodness, because items will float in water sources. But right now I've got flowing water, and that's not good. Okay. all of that, hey, I want to be awake and capable. This is just giving up on that tonight. All right. Yeah, now I might, said it depends on how excited about it I get over the weekend. I might try to rework the water over there, but for now I'm not too concerned about it. Okay. All right. Said missing a couple of slots here, but that's okay. Now, I don't think glow squid will spawn in the middle of all the kelp, right? If there's kelp, they won't spawn, which is, again, probably reasonable because there's a block there. Of course, kelp doesn't have collision, so I don't know what the rules are for that. Okay. Okay, hang on. We're going to breathe. All right. Yeah, so... yeah, definitely get this kelp in place. I think I might end up losing a bunch. Because, as I said, I really do need to be stopping here soon. But... but that's okay. This will be good. Get this all planted. This will all flow up. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, we've got a lot of kelp here that's just not happening. But that's fine. If I AFK here, we'll get a bunch of this that'll grow up and it'll be fine. Oh, I bet. I wonder if the slime. Oh no, it didn't. I was wondering if the slime was actually grabbing the kelp, but it doesn't do that. That's silly. All right. Well, obviously it's not done. I need to finish planting some kelp, but I gotta stop. I really do. I've got to stop. So let me see if I can get out of here without breaking my allays. The allays aren't going to come through the water anyway, so... all right. Cool. So that'll work for the moment. So this, the plan is that all of this kelp will grow up. Give me all the water sources up to these signs. And that'll be good. Yeah, I just need to... I really am going to have to correct or keep this water sorted out. And then figure out what the heck is going on here, because this is all a mess. But anyway, that's enough. That is definitely enough. Let's kick back over to the webcam. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. It went long. It went stupid. I think I'm going to end up having to do stupid things for YouTube, but it's okay. I do want to thank my supporters over at musicfreegaming.com, who are awesome and amazing as always. If you'd like to help become a supporter, again, musicfreegaming.com is the way to do it. Next stream is going to be on Saturday, 7:30-ish, Saturday morning. I might start a little bit early because I have to stop early. But I'll be playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Saturday, so I'm hoping to get to the next Divine Beast. So we'll see how that goes. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.